Does The Bachelor franchise have a future? The 25th season of The Bachelor had a lot of firsts. The first Black-led and the first time the show's host, Chris Harrison, stepped aside from his duties. This had us wondering, what does the future have in store for this franchise that's become a reality TV staple in our lives? The Bachelor franchise has been around since 2002, and since then, Chris Harrison has been the host of the show that sees singles put themselves on the line for a shot at marriage with one of the most eligible bachelors on the market. This is definitely not the first time that the love story, or should we say love stories, have been overshadowed by an incident in the media.
I would never want my children having a father like you.
Okay.
But it is one of the biggest twists to happen off camera. It all started in an interview by former Bachelorette Rachel Lindsay. Rachel was the first Black Bachelorette, so it was fitting that she'd do an interview with Chris about hosting the first season to have a Black Bachelor. In the interview, she asked Chris about contestant Rachel Kirkconnell, who was facing media scrutiny over a picture from 2018 that had racist connotations. In the interview, Chris asked the audience to have understanding and compassion for Rachel Kirkconnell, asking if it was not a good look in 2018 or if it's rather not a good look in 2021, insinuating that times have changed. After contestants and members of Bachelor Nation alike spoke out against the comments, Chris apologized on his Instagram page, saying, "At one point, I didn't recognize how offensive and racist my actions were, but that doesn't excuse them." Later in the apology, he announced that he would be stepping away from the show. While it's unclear how long he'll be stepping aside for, it has us wondering what the future of this franchise that's been running for 19 years has in store. Before the Chris Harrison incident happened, the show had hit several milestones. This season's Bachelor, Matt James, brought diversity to the show that we hadn't seen before. As the show's first Black Bachelor, Matt told Variety that he felt the pressure. Matt is biracial, but identifies as Black, and has said that the way he's viewed in the world has resulted in him living life as a Black man. As the first Black Bachelor, Matt played a role in shining a light on how minorities are viewed in the US. In the interview, he thought about finding love on TV, getting married, and having kids. He said, "It's a conversation that needs to take place because there are things that I've experienced that our kids are going to experience, and you've got to be ready for that." The conversations about race gave The Bachelor a new layer to the show and is very much new territory for the franchise. This came after Bachelorette Tayshia Adams spoke to Ivan Hall about the Black Lives Matter movement. Tayshia Adams was a contestant on season 23 of The Bachelor, on the 6th season of Bachelor in Paradise, and then replaced Claire Crawley as the Bachelorette on season 16 of The Bachelorette, which wrapped in December. Matt has said in the media that he hopes this milestone for the franchise will help people have discussions about interracial relationships and normalize them in American culture. While we can be excited about seeing more racial diversity peek through in casting, the franchise still has some way to go. 163,000 people have signed a Change.org petition calling on the franchise to be more representative when it comes to racial diversity. The first call to action on the petition asks ABC and Warner Bros. To cast a Black Bachelor for season 25, which they did. Time will tell if they action on other points in the petition. Rachel Lindsay retweeted a call to support this campaign, which was launched by a franchise superfan. And Nick Viall, who is season 21's Bachelor, retweeted the campaign saying, "Signed. I encourage you all to do the same." One fan wrote on Twitter that they were in, but said the show should involve every type of contestant, not just pageant queens and athletic guys. ABC Entertainment President Carrie Burke said in a statement, "We have a responsibility to make sure the love stories we're seeing on screen are representative of the world we live in. We hope the franchise can take it one step further and be inclusive of all body types, genders, and orientations in the future, so that every time we turn on our televisions, we can get lost in reality television that represents real life." We wonder what these pivotal moments mean for the future of one of the OG dating shows. Is Chris Harrison's absence really temporary? Will the show executives commit to even more diversity and build on the milestone they achieved with the 25th season of the show? The Bachelor has been a part of our lives for 2 decades, so we really do hope that the franchise is able to move forward in a way that's fair and equitable for all, and most importantly, represents the beautiful world that we live in. What do you think the future has in store for the Bachelor franchise? Let us know in the comment section below. Like this video and subscribe to The Taco for all your latest celebrity and fashion videos. See you next time on The Taco.